published 1757 Eastern Daylight Saving Time, the 11th of May 2018, updated 3:23 Eastern Daylight Saving Time, the 12th of May 2018. Arsene Wenger has delivered a final parting shot at Tottenham, warning his arch-rivals the stadium move will leave them in a financial straitjacket. The Frenchman, who makes his Premier League farewell at Huddersfield on Sunday, knows all about the perils of transitioning to a new stadium. Having enjoyed unprecedented success during the opening years of his reign at Arsenal, the Frenchman acknowledges Arsenal's move to the Emirates in 2006 had an impact on team affairs. Arsene Wenger warned Tottenham the stadium move will leave them in financial straitjacket. Wenger was forced to work on a significantly reduced budget in the years after the move as Arsenal sought to pay for the stadium, while the manager admits it took his team a while to fully acclimatise following the move from Highbury. Wenger leaves Arsenal having seen the club he's worked for 22 years overtaken by Tottenham as North London's leading club, Mauricio Pochettino guiding his team to 2 successive finishes above the neighbours. But Wenger insists it is only a matter of time before Tottenham feel the pinch of their move to the new White Hart Lane, which cost an estimated £1 billion. The 68-year-old said, "There are some things that have changed since Arsenal moved. The impact of the transfers has increased a lot, the prices have gone up and the prices for the stadium have doubled. The transfers of the players have tripled or quadrupled. A £10 million player when we built the stadium was huge. Today a guy like Harry Kane, I don't know for much they can sell him. £100 million. Frenchman acknowledges Arsenal's move to Emirates in 2006 had an impact on team affairs as though they might get more supply. But they will have to face it. When asked whether Tottenham will be forced to sell players to finance the stadium switch, Wenger quipped, "To Arsenal, maybe. Once the dust settles following Wenger's departure, the club's move to the Emirates will invariably be viewed as one of the integral parts of his legacy." Indeed, banks only agreed to lend Arsenal the money for the stadium on the proviso Wenger signed to the club for 5 years. But Wenger fears the Gunners will never feel the full benefit of the move, saying, "The thinking behind the move was that eventually we would have more to spend on new players, but it's not really happened because other clubs have used outside resources. We had a double handicap. We had to pay back the debt and had to face the competition where clubs have even more resources than they usually have." Wenger was forced to work on a significantly reduced budget in the years after the move, but we had to do it. There is no club that can turn people who wanted to attend the game down, but while Wenger does not regret the move to the Emirates, he admits it'll never quite be home for him. "I believe Highbury had a special spirit. It's a cathedral, a church. You could smell the soul of every guy that played there," said Wenger. "It will always be special for me. The Emirates for me was like buying a new house. It took us a while to feel at home there. It's a fantastic stadium, but there was something special at Highbury that you could never recreate when you built something new after Sunday's clash at the John Smith Stadium." The departing Arsenal manager will return to France on Monday before returning to London to clear his office at the club's London Coney HQ towards the end of next week. Wenger insists it is only a matter of time before Spurs feel pinch of their move to new stadium, but Wenger insists London will always be his home, even though he still has no idea how to get into the West End. "I lived here for 22 years. My daughter has spent her whole life here. She is going to university here. I feel at home here," Wenger added, "but when you say I like London, I honestly don't know how you get to the centre. You have to teach me that, because in 22 years basically I've never been unless with a driver. My way was Totteridge to London Coney. I don't know where London is. It's not far, but